Hollywood of the South. We can talk about it. The Hollywood of the South. We can talk about it. The Hollywood of the South.
And we are back on WCEG Wood, the Hollywood of the South. If you missed out on the first half, you missed out on a great interview, some great information from Mimi about love and hip hop, and some great information from Carla about filming and being a director, doing horror films and stuff like that. So if you are watching, please share this with your friends, your family, or whoever, you know, if you're watching. Also, you can call in at 678-619-1402. That's 678-619-678-619. And we got a call coming in. You're on WCEG Wood. Wardell speaking, man. Who's calling?
Hey, this is Lloyd from Atlanta.
This is who?
Lloyd from Atlanta.
Hey, how you doing?
Hi, Lloyd.
Hi,
I'm
Lloyd.
doing pretty good. Hey, I've been trying to log on to the site to do a live stream, but for some reason it's not working on my end. But I do have a question for one of the cast, Miss Saunders. Did you get into horror filmmaking? What made you gravitate to that?
I've always been a fan of horror. I loved watching horror films. I watch films a little differently than anybody else. Whenever I watch a horror film, you know, it's not about, I don't know. I pay attention to how things are made. Like I may look at angles, and it's the weirdest thing. I really don't know. I mean, I study them, I watch them. If you come visit, it's on. Like I love horror film.
With the rise of Jordan Peele, who inspired you to actually start to do horror? I mean,
M. Night Shyamalan. M. Night Shyamalan.
He's good.
M. Night Shyamalan.
Okay.
He did Lord, I See Dead People. Remember that film?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
The Sixth Sense.
The Sixth Sense.
That was good.
He did Signs
Okay.
with the aliens coming.
Right.
He did The Happening. Love it because it's different, it's unique, it's something totally far-fetched.
Right. Wow. Okay.
So I study him.
I'll definitely keep listening and look out for
you.
movies.
Thank
and
you.
everything. And congratulations.
Thank you. No Reason. The last film was No Reason. We just shot that. We're in post-production. So we're going to keep everybody posted on the premiere and all that stuff. But, yeah. Still have ways to go, but hopefully we'll be premiering it this summer.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much.
Hey, thanks for calling in.
Yes. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. So we are back, and during the break, we got into a conversation about social media. So, Mimi, I wanted to ask you, how much does social media affect you, or can it affect you? They can be very, and we got another call coming in. Well, I tell you, people calling in tonight. This is Wardell speaking on WCEG Wood. Man, who's calling?
Hey, Wardell. This is Tanisha.
Hey, Tanisha. How you doing?
I'm good. I just want to say I love the show.
Thank
Carla,
you.
Mimi.
Thank
you,
ladies
Tanisha.
Rock. I most definitely could relate to you both on so many levels. And I just wish you the best in all your endeavors.
Oh, much
And
appreciated.
Wardell, you're doing a really great job there.
Thank you.
And keep it up. Keep it up. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
I love calls like that.
No,
Me
so
too.
sweet.
Appreciate
Me
that.
too.
Appreciate
Really
that,
appreciate
Tanisha. Now,
Social media. Okay, to be perfectly honest, in the beginning, social media used to just crush my whole everything because I took it so personal. I would read this stuff and I would read every comment. You know,
Really?
when you have
that's a lot of comments too.
Yeah.
Cause y'all know your social media grew like that overnight.
That's what I'm saying. You
Right.
and I didn't have Instagram or any of that stuff before.
Right.
So when I joined the show, they're like, oh, you have to get an Instagram account. You have to get, these accounts. So I'm like, okay. So it was all new to me.
Right.
So to get on social media brand new, not even really knowing what it was about, being on the show, dealing with what I was dealing with, and then getting slammed terribly. My relationship was already falling apart. Then I have everyone on social media criticizing me. You're stupid. You're dumb. You're a doormat. You're an idiot. I was called every name in the book for getting cheated on. And so I'm like, hold on now. So you mean to tell me I'm the only woman
And how
in the
about
world?
also a form of bad mother?
Oh yeah, I'm
That's
a terrible mother. How could you? How could this was the crazy one? How could you let him cheat on you like that? How could
like
I
you just said, go on out there. And
yeah,
cheat on
go
me.
ahead. Yeah, I'm like, what? It was so I didn't know how to handle it, and it tore me up for a long time. I had to really figure out how to navigate through social media, and now I'm happy to say 8 years later. It's so funny to me because what I do is I post and I go. I post and go. I post a picture I leave it alone. You know what I mean? And it's also funny. Let me tell you guys something else about social media. People are fickle. The attention span of the social media world is about, for real, it's about 28 seconds.
Yeah.
For real. But for real, you got about a good 2.5, 3 days tops, and then something else happens, and they done forgot all about it.
Right.
They'll be like, oh my God, I hate you, I can't stand you, you're the worst. And then Kim Kardashian does something, and then they done forgot all about what you did. So it's so crazy. And then you post a picture, oh, Mimi, you're so great. It is the weirdest thing. But I post and I go, and when I do get negative things on my social media platform now, I block and delete. It's so simple.
Yeah,
and I try to tell, our newcomers that are on the show now, because I find them getting highly upset when people say horrible things to them. It's a block and delete. And I know you want to read everything, but you can't. And if you do read it, you can't let it upset you. You can't let words from strangers who never met you, who will never meet you, somebody in Idaho who you're never going to meet, that's calling you names, affect you. Like, they're on your page. They're following you. So
just block and delete.
Block and delete. Yeah. That's what it is. Block and delete. I'm going to make a song. Block and delete. Block and delete. Yeah.
But you say because so when it first started happening, you say you took it personal at the very beginning because, like you said, you were new to it. And then as soon as you get into it, they slamming you for all the stuff that's going on the show and stuff, and you like, this what I got into?
It was double whammy. I'm getting it from the show. I'm watching my relationship fall apart, and then I turn around and on social media, I'm getting slammed on social media constantly. So it was a very bad time to say the least. And I didn't have anybody I could call that I knew that was on television to ask advice or what should I do or how should I handle this. I didn't have that. At least now the girls coming up now, I can be like, look, and I do that for some of our new girls, that are cool. I'll tell them, do this way, do it that way, or try it this way, or don't do this, or try to do it like this. I try to give our new cast members advice on how to handle it because I am a veteran on this show and I've been doing it for so long. And I see them going through some of the struggles that I went through when I first started.
Wow. So would you say that was one of the challenges you had to overcome in that whole first season? And
I think the biggest challenge would have been that Nico situation, honestly.
Okay.
Stevie and Jocelyn was the first one, and I think the second one was even reconnecting with Nico and dealing with him and having him on the show and that whole tape situation.
Where is Nico?
Hopefully
Where he at?
hopefully in the depths of
Yeah, he need
with
buried
Lucifer.
somewhere. Where he at?
Well, ask Lucifer.
I mean, he ain't hurt him and his little girlfriend.
Ass loose.
Look, and the girl too. They both came like
They came and went though.
they came and went.
Like real
Fast as
quick.
they came.
Yeah,
and he thought they were going to be the breakout stars
Yeah,
of that
right.
season. But
you are the one that made them
Them.
who they are. So
that part,
you know,
yeah,
it is what it is.
yeah.
So now that you have surpassed all that, what are your goals now? Like, what are your passions in life? And
Ooh, okay. I really, really love acting. I want to act. I wouldn't call what I'm doing now Love and Hip Hop acting. It's
a job.
It's a job.
Yeah.
What I did with Carla was
It's
acting.
Yeah.
My role in her movie, that was acting. I really had to, even she was like, no, I need more expression. I need more fear.
Oh,
in
shit. She
your-
gonna make you do it.
Yeah, I need more anguish. She was using these words, and I'm like, ooh, how can I look anguished? So it was a challenge. She challenged me as
Right.
especially for me not to have had very many acting classes.
Right.
And she was like, I still want you to be a part of my project. I was very
And don't wear that wig.
and to not wear the lace front. Okay.
I hate them things.
All right, I hate them too. Actually, my hairstylist was like, "No,
The fake
I'm gonna put this on you." And I was like, "Okay," but then it starts to. I have sensitive skin, and it's glued on like your
And you
forehead.
could see the fake part.
And I'm like, and it starts to itch, and I'm like, ah! It's
You're silly, man.
yeah, the fake part is another
Please.
thing. But some lace fronts, I can't even tell. I'm like, girls have lace fronts.
I can
That shit
tell.
look good.
Yeah, they
But-
look good. Yeah, the hair part, but you could tell right there.
Some of them really got me.
Really?
They have some now that are so
I wonder how much they spend for
a
that.
lot. They cost.
So what is if you could do a role, like if somebody called you and say, I got you, I want you to do this role, what role would be you be like, oh my God, I've got to do that
My
role?
dream
like,
role?
Your dream role. Most people have a dream role. You probably
What would you say my dream role would be?
I would probably say you want to be either a superhero. Am I right?
I never thought about a superhero.
Yeah, a superhero or some type of fight film. Like you have to do some.
Now that I thought
Some
about
action
yes,
type.
I love action.
Because I can see you doing that for some reason. I can see you doing some action. I can see you doing.
I'm very competitive. I want to win. Don't race me because I'll like break my leg trying to win. Oh, you want to race? They could be in the Olympics. Oh, you want to race me? Okay, come on.
I can see you doing something like that. I can see you doing a fight scene or some, action film where you chasing, running, playing like.
I thought about this. I think.
Or a superhero too, like I said, like the Black Wonder Woman or something. I don't know.
I watched the movie. What was the movie with Denzel? Was it Fences?
Okay, yeah.
Oh, that was good.
That was so
Yeah,
good.
it was a good movie.
The dialogue was so incredible. That script must have been
It had-
about
yeah.
as big as a telephone book.
Right.
Because he didn't stop. It just kept going and going and going. And I was like, this man and who is the woman? Viola.
Viola
Oh, yeah.
Davis.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said, how did they remember
Yeah.
this script? It was so in depth and detailed. And
Yeah.
so I would love to do something like that, but I don't think I have the.
Well, Denzel has he has like I think it's like 100-something questionnaire breakdown that he does before he does anything. Like he breaks his character all the way down.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, and he gives it a whole plot and everything. Like if it's not one, he create one. He questioned himself. It's like
A lot of
100-something.
actors should
Yeah.
take.
That's
No.
awesome.
And that he does like 100-something things, and and it gets all the way down to he becomes the character based off of that. Like, that they have a brother, do they have a sister? You know, all kind of stuff. Do they have a mom? Why they don't have a mom? Like, all these questions.
Got it. Okay.
So that when he do the character, he
becomes that character.
He becomes that character all the way.
It's so refreshing when you have talent on set that know their lines.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
When they know their lines, you know they're serious. They can know their lines, and I'm like, work around your lines. You know, we could play with the lines. You know, you don't have to just know them exactly, but
verbatim.
Because I allow actors freedom to do whatever they want to do, just long as it looks good and it doesn't sway from what I'm trying to convey. Mm-hmm. But when an actor comes on set, they don't know their lines. They're just there.
Right.
That's just not cool.
But to me, if someone comes on set and they know they're coming to work and they don't know their lines, that's just laziness, and they're not taking this job serious.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, that's true. And that's the biggest thing that they say about Atlanta actors versus LA actors. You know,
really?
That's one of the biggest things they say. They said in LA they act full time and work part time. In Atlanta they work full time and they act part time. So they don't take it as serious as LA actors and stuff. And that's why a lot of people from LA come here and shoot, and they bring people from LA here instead of getting actors from here. Right. So, but there are some great actors in Atlanta. Some very exceptionally very talented actors here, and that's one of the things that a lot of people are trying to do is they starting their own film companies and stuff so that they can bring in more Atlanta actors and show that there's people here who can do the same thing. Because they'll shoot a movie here from L.A. and all they need is somebody to play like a grandmother for a small scene, and they'll ship somebody out from L.A. pay all this money, and somebody here can do it just as good or better.
Right.
You know. Right. So you know, we trying to change that whole thing and show that Atlanta can do, you know, and you know, do bigger and better things just as well as L.A.
Well, I think why that is happening is because all of a sudden Atlanta was funded for like 350 major motion pictures to be shot and filmed here.
Right.
Just like that. Yeah. So a lot of people here are like, oh, I can get on this movie. Oh, they're shooting this movie, I can get on. Right. They weren't, you know, just really taking it serious. It just was here and dropped, you know, on their doorstep. So they were taking advantage of it. Whereas in LA, that's what you do. This is you know, all of the studios are there, Paramount and all these, you know,
and they done all moved here.
They all moved. It's so crazy.
Yep.
Wow. Somebody told me that they said soon Atlanta is going to be that place.
Yeah, it is. Movies. Once because they're talking about making it SAG eventually. Mm-hmm. And once they do that, it's going to change the whole scope of everything. Yeah. And they need to, because they're shooting a lot of stuff here now. Almost everything, all the TV shows, series and stuff, all shot here in Atlanta. Yeah. And so it's, you know, I love it. I'm glad I'm in Atlanta. You know, so I'm in a great place. Yeah. I love that everything has moved here. Yeah. It's awesome. So you still, because I named some stuff, but you didn't name what your dream role would be if somebody called you.
Yeah, I honestly don't. I have not pinpointed what my dream role would be. I sit in the bed and I think about it, because I got one more season left, y'all. One more season left. Season 9 that's it. And I'm segueing right on out this piece. Okay, so when I do that, I want to get into series. I want to get into voiceovers, movies. Right. So I really sit.
So you're going to go strong on that when the season is on.
Oh, man, listen.
I would love to do more with her as well. Because she had like a short scene. Even though it was a very intense scene, I would like to do more with her.
But with no training at all.
Yeah.
Wait till you see how this turned out.
Oh, yeah. I bet.
You know what? I was in tears.
You cry anyway.
I was in tears. And I'm like, I was like, this really looks good. You know, so.
All I need is a little bit of direction. And she gave me the direction I needed. and she was like, I need more horror on your face. And I'm like,
She wants you to be scared to
I
death.
said, oh, more horror? I was like, okay, I got to get more horror. And yeah, so whatever she told me to do, I'm like, okay, and I did it.
Her manager was like, she just got her hair done. She just got her hair done. She just got her makeup done. But this is a scene we got to redo with her in the grass. What do you mean? I was mad at you. I was mad. She ain't answered my call since. That's probably why she.
You on with Wardell Richardson
Okay,
on
we're gonna talk about that later.
WCEG Wood Masters calling?
What's up? This is Idris.
What up?
What's good?
What's happening?
How you
He's
doing?
so calm.
I know you're so chill. What's up?
I know
How
you
you
so
doing,
chill.
Carla?
Dang, we ain't seen you, talk to you since the
In 100
90s.
years.
Dang.
What's up?
What's
Who's
up?
talking?
This Carla and Mimi.
And Mimi.
Who you
You
call?
remember me?
Yes, I do.
You do?
Yeah.
You remember me from back in the day with Mucho and them?
Yes.
Yes.
They just said, what's up, man?
That's so crazy. That's what's up. Well, how y'all doing?
Good.
Good. So good. Good to hear from you.
Good. You need. I'm an executive chef now, Mimi. So you need to let me cook for you and your family one day.
Oh my God, I would love that. I love to eat.
Me
Oh,
too.
love to eat.
And you too, Carla. You know,
Me too.
I
You
know
got his
you.
information.
Well, we just found
I got his
out.
information. I'll give her your information.
We just found out Carla don't cook, so
I do cook. I just don't like to cook like that. I ain't got time for all that. I do cook, but if you cooking, if you're having a party cooking, I'm gonna come.
Yeah, if you cooking, we there.
Cool.
Definitely.
Cool. But hey, let's get to the point. I'm really proud of both of you guys. I've known you guys for a very long time. Mimi, I'm really proud of you doing your thing. Carla, you know I'm proud of you. You are a beast.
Thank
you.
you.
Do not do what you do, and that's that.
Thank you.
You don't take no for an answer.
Aw.
And whatever you guys do, I will be there to support. I
You
just
better.
want to tell you guys, I am so proud of you guys. You guys are
Thank
from like the old Atlanta.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yes.
Right.
I want old Atlanta
Yeah.
to come to my premiere.
I know you guys will be full.
Okay.
Everybody started coming. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You guys are when the only people who are here were Bobby Brown, Babyface.
Oh Lord.
Damn, don't tell my age now.
It's like I'm really,
He said
really,
Bobby
really
Brown,
proud of
Babyface.
y'all.
Lord.
So
Keep
much.
doing what you're doing.
Thank
hey,
you.
man, appreciate you calling in, man.
All
Bye,
right,
Driz.
y'all take care.
Okay.
I'm telling you, hit me up.
I'm gonna give her your information.
I'm gonna get your info from
I got you. I'm gonna give you your information, but you better cook for me.
I got you both.
Okay.
Just
All
let
right.
me know
Thank
when, 'cause
you.
I know you guys are real big.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Y'all got chefs calling in talking about they gonna cook for y'all. What?
We go
We
so
know
far back.
him for
Forever.
so long. That's so crazy.
Yeah.
So crazy.
Y'all got people calling in talking about they gonna cook for y'all. Like what?
Oh,
Lord.
shoot.
We got another call coming in. Penny, what are you doing over there?
Daydreaming. Oh Lord, Penny, Penny.
Is this cord? Is it recording? We lost.
Call back. Whoever just call back.
We had a little difficulty with this cord.
Call back. Whoever. Oh, they calling back. All right, you're on with Wardell Richardson on WCEG Wood. Who's calling?
This is Anthony Dupree.
Hello,
Hi, Anthony.
How are you?
Hey.
Hey.
Hey, Mimi, how you doing?
I'm awesome. How are you?
Good. So I've been listening, and one thing I will say, shout out to you, Miss Carla. When I first got to Atlanta, I actually, was referred to Miss Carla, with being an independent, entrepreneur, businesswoman, and, I'm grateful for her because she definitely helped, paved the way, even with me being new to the Atlanta area and trying to kickstart my acting career in this area. I was listening for a little bit, and I was just, when I tuned in, I was, hearing you guys talk about the difference between LA actors and Atlanta actors.
Mm-hmm.
And I really want to know, like, is it, why is it, I guess, so complicated, I guess, to get work as an independent artist versus one that's represented by an agency? Because I was talking with someone and they were saying, with casting directors, they will prefer, you know, those who are represented by an agency versus those who are, I guess, identified as an independent artist, because they feel like those who are represented by agencies take the, you know, arts and, you know, the craft more serious. But I'm an independent artist right now, trying to, you know, find the agency. But, you know, in the meantime, I've been trying to get work, but the only work, like you guys were saying, was, you know, like extra work. So, you know, how you know, what should my approach be, I guess, while, you know, searching for an agency?
I'm going to tell you this. The number one thing that you have to do is network. That is the number one thing in this business. It's going to be 70% who you know,
yeah,
and 30% what you know.
Right.
And once you network, we got Get Connected here in Atlanta. We got a lot of different, you know, events that you can go to and exchange information and get to know people and things like that. The next thing I would say that you need to do is research all the social media and stuff, because there are sites and stuff that you can go to that are always posting for films, TV shows, just a lot of different ways to connect through different channels and stuff on social media. So those two things will get you far in this business. And also stay on social media and promote yourself.
Yes. Number one.
Promote yourself. People love to hire people who look like they are working. I don't care if you're not
Can
working.
I butt in?
Yeah, go ahead.
It turns me up. First thing, before I cast anybody, I kind of handpick. I love handpicking the actors.
Right.
I research their social media.
Yep.
I see how they promote. I see how they interact with other people. I check out their work. I check out their IMDb's. I just kind of do my little research, because it kind of turns me off when actors, there are some actors that they just want to work because they're not doing anything, or they're not busy for the moment.
Right.
And then they just, you know, and a lot of Atlanta actors are not taken seriously because of that. That's what I feel.
Right. And because,
you know,
one of the number one thing that you should do is promote yourself. I was asked this question in LA when I went to the to the American Film Market, the AFM. They asked the question, how does Denzel and all these different people, those big time actors, why do they get paid the big money that they get paid? And a lot of people say because they act good and stuff. That's not the reason. The reason they get paid what they get paid is because of what comes with them, which is all the publicity, all the networking, all the, you know, the media and stuff. If you put Denzel in a project, everybody and their mama gonna want to have you on their show, want to interview you just because he's on the show. So promote yourself, even if it's a project you did a year ago. And you got a snapshot of a scene, just post that scene like at least once a day. Promote yourself. Put something out there. You know what I'm saying? When people go to your page and look, they're going to see that you're busy. They're going to assume that you're busy. And they'll hire you just because of that.
Wow.
So those, I'm telling you this off experience. I've been in this business for a very long time. I have films on Amazon. I have films at Walmart. I have films on all over the place that I produce, that I've starred in, and those are the things that got me where I need to be. So definitely promote yourself. All right?
Absolutely. Thank you.
No problem, man.
Thank you, Anthony.
No problem.
Hey, thanks for calling in.
All right, have a good one.
All right.
Good night.
Good night.
All right, so Carla,
What was we talking about? We was talking about something good.
I know.
we was on what was your goals and, you know, passion and like what are you planning to do, you know, because I know you're ready to get, you got a year left.
I got it.
Goodness gracious. Y'all got that's what happened to two beautiful women on the show. Hey, this is Wardell Richardson, WCEGWOOD. May I ask who's calling?
This is Terrence. What's up, Wardell? How you doing?
What's up,
Oh, you
Terrence?
sound
Oh my
I'm
goodness.
doing great, man. I told you I'll be watching your show. You got a great show, young.
Hey, I appreciate that, man.
Yes, sir. I need to come on there one day.
I got you, man. I got you.
I would love to get on that show. How you doing, young ladies?
We're awesome.
good,
How are
honey.
you?
Carla is loving your voice, man. You got that deep
honey.
Barry White voice.
It sound like Barry White.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much.
Go a little deeper.
Wow.
You know what?
Well, I'm enjoying it, man. You know,
No, I need
Take
that.
that.
What?
Hey, I'm sorry, man. She over here,
tearing the whole studio
she is
up.
over here going crazy over your voice, man.
well, you know I'm always watching your show on there. You just keep up the great work, man. And one day I'll be able to come and sit with you.
Hey, no doubt,
That'd be
man.
great.
You're doing some amazing things, and I know what you're doing. So I'm gonna
Yes,
definitely
sir.
have to bring you in one day.
All right, good. That'd be great. I appreciate you, young man.
Hey,
All right.
no problem.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for calling in.
All right, then. All right, talk to y'all soon.
All
Bye.
right.
All right.
Carla, you are.
Carla, we gonna.
She is on something
I'm
over
good.
there right now.
I'm definitely on some.
You know what?
That tea must be really good.
It sure is.
Needed from my throat.
Yes, Lord.
Okay. So we was talking about even talk. Carla got me over here cracking up, man. Stop.
Hey, y'all. Hey, Shay.
Okay, Carla.
What's up,
Carla, Carla, we doing the show.
Okay.
That's just for them to look.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, so
I'm sorry.
what are your upcoming plans? Your upcoming because I know you said you want to get into acting full fledged.
Yes,
You have any other plans?
yes, I do. I'm revamping Keep It Clean.
Keep it
Keep
clean.
It Clean is my cleaning
Cleaning
service
Okay.
that I had back before I even started Love and Hip Hop.
Mm-hmm.
And I really had to kind of put it on the back burner, like I said, because Love and Hip Hop takes up so much of my time. And you want to know how I even got in the cleaning business?
Huh.
Funny story. Everything's a story. So I'm at a party.
Mm-hmm.
We having a good time, right? Party's winding down, and I was standing in the kitchen, and I was looking around, and the mess was like driving me insane. Like I couldn't take it. I was like, oh God. So I just found myself just stacking up the red cups, throwing them in the trash. Then I went up to the sink and I got the rag.
So you was at somebody else's party.
Somebody else's party.
And you
I
just started cleaning it up.
The kitchen. It was just
Right.
natural for me. I'm like,
Right.
it was, winding down. There's just a few people in there talking. We were just kind of chopping it up. And I'm like, can we just straighten up a little bit, It was getting on my nerves. So I cleaned the whole kitchen in like 15 minutes. The homeowner comes down and he was like, yo, who cleaned the kitchen? So everybody, they keep laughing. They like, she did, He was like, yo, you come back and clean the rest of the house tomorrow? I said, you gonna pay me? He was like, yeah, I'll pay you. That was my first client.
Really?
Doing something that I just love to do. I love to bring order to chaos. It makes me feel good.
Now I know you can't go into the house and clean people's houses now. So.
Not now.
Right.
And you know what? Mimi's house is extremely
I'm sure
in order.
immaculate. I'm sure.
Everything is folded.
Why are you looking like that?
It's folded.
The cabinets, like if you go in her bathroom, it's like in order.
Right.
Every little bottle.
It's
the weirdest
I
thing.
like my towels folded a certain way.
Probably alphabetized.
I don't know.
That's how neat she is.
Wow.
But
Seriously.
I've always enjoyed cleaning. I don't know. So I started there, and then from there, he referred me to
Some
a
other people.
friend
Right.
who referred me, and then the guy that I was dating at the time was like, well, since you're actually doing this, you're actually making money doing it, why don't you go and get, certified?
Right.
So,
Lord.
phone
mercy.
call.
Y'all have more. This is Wardell on WCEGWOOD. Mass who's calling? Hello? Hello?
Hola.
Okay. So you start doing the cleaning service and now you're ready to revamp it and start it again.
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes.
is that one of the ventures you're gonna do after the season, or?
Yes, that is one of the ventures that I'm currently working on in with my 2 seconds of spare time. Yes.
And your daughter, so she's taking everything. She learned to adjust to your whole career and everything that you're doing.
She grew up in this.
Right.
She doesn't know anything else. Like
Right.
for her, it's normal for her. So, and she takes it so well. Like she's gonna be in front of somebody's camera.
I'm sure.
Like she's just a natural at it. She's funny. She's witty.
Mm-hmm.
She's a class clown.
Mm-hmm.
Like her nickname is, besides Nugget, is Goof Troop. I'm like, yo, she's cracking jokes all the time. She's
Right.
so funny. So she's definitely going to, do something in entertainment. It's no question.
Okay. And so, is Stevie J pretty active in the whole thing, or? Okay, so moving on. Carla, how has it been with your daughter doing what you do? Like, is she pretty supportive of everything that you got going on, or?
She could care less.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Crazy.
She don't care.
She just care about track.
That's it.
and
She wants to run
You know, I
track.
remember she came to set with us
Mhm.
on one time, and she just kind of sat there, just like.
She don't care. Ice Cube could walk up there. She wouldn't care.
You're like, so what?
She saw Mimi's here. She said, Mimi's here. But she loves Mimi though.
Right.
But she's like, Mimi's here, and then she just gone about her business.
Really?
Ask her, can I babysit Eva?
Yeah, that's all she cares about, babysitting.
And money.
And
Money.
running track. That's it.
So she babysits Eva sometimes?
Not yet. We working
Not
on
yet?
it.
We working
Oh.
on it.
That takes a little second.
Yeah, we working on it. Because of the scheduling and stuff.
Right. And so, Carla, as you know, you're doing film. What's your next project you have coming up that you think about? Now, I know you're working on No Reason. You doing the editing on it. So what's
dealing
next?
with post-production stuff and finalizing things and working on that.
What's next? Because I remember you mentioning to me one time
this
about
went out.
like a trilogy type thing.
My
That
mic
would be dope.
just went out.
It did.
Mm-hmm.
Her mic, her thing went out.
I think I'm good.
Keep talking.
I think I'm back on.
Okay, she's back on.
I want to revamp Dementia Alone, a trailer that I shot back in 2015.
I remember that.
I want to revamp that. I want to redo that. That's
was
going to be
awesome.
the next one.
The makeup that you had Jocelyn do,
Yeah,
that was insane.
yeah, but I'm not going to do anything without funding.
Right.
As you should not.
Yes. So that's what we're going to do.
Well, I would love to do GP. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I
that's
would love
what
to
we're
do
gonna do.
GPS.
But,
Me
yeah.
too.
You know,
I want
That-
in on GPS
Yeah, that's
too.
going to be the next one.
that GPS is the bomb, man.
And that's part of a trilogy, actually.
really.
Dope.
Yeah, it's actually part of a trilogy. It's about a woman who basically scares her own self. You know, she scares her own self, and it kind of, her fears manifest into reality.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
And so, so what made you come up with that? Because that's one of the most horrific films that you've done. Because that one's more involved with like a spirit kind of.
Actually, I was at home, and I was sitting at my computer, and I lived in a townhouse at the time. I had no curtains, and I was scared. I was scaring myself. Like I was literally writing, and I was just scared.
Right.
And I said, oh, shoot, this is a screenplay.
No, but that's how ideas come.
And so I was like, oh,
They
shoot.
come real
I
like that.
I was typing, and I was like,
Scaring yourself.
and I got up, was closing curtains. You know, I'm like, okay, this is the story. Dementia Alone.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And you just came
It's
up
that
with it just
simple.
like that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That I guess that's how it happens some other times. 'Cause
Mm-hmm.
I love that project. I love that. I actually like all your projects. Some of them make you really think hard. And that one is one because when I realized what it was about, when she was in fear of her
Scaring her own self.
Yeah, and it was like
That's all it was. She was clown. She was going crazy in the house by herself.
And police. Yeah, I remember that. I love
And
that. project.
Jocelyn
Yep.
was the monster,
Right.
who was my assistant.
Right. And the makeup with that was insane because literally
Tony
she had to
AC
wear
on
that
the makeup.
for the whole time, and her mouth was covered, like she had no mouth.
Yeah.
And it was like her face was distorted and everything, and she had to wear that for like hours.
Right.
She couldn't eat. Everybody took a break. She couldn't eat.
Right. I know she didn't eat at all.
She didn't eat at all. She had to keep the makeup on the whole time.
Yeah.
When she took it off, though, she threw down. But I like stuff like that. I love horror. That's one of my favorite genres, as well as action. You know, Fast
it's so crazy. I love scary movies until I had my daughter. And once I had Eva, I can't even watch them anymore. I'm going to watch
Really?
No Reason, of course.
Yes, because you were in it.
Because I was in it. But just to like go to the movies and
She would be
watch-
an awesome in dementia.
Listen,
She the one that yeah.
hire me.
She like hire
Think
me.
about
Hire
it.
me.
You talking about to play the woman that's alone in the house?
Yeah, you seen the trailer
No.
with the woman in the house and
Okay.
saying somebody was in the house.
Yeah.
Well, the one I saw was
Now, if you,
Triste. She saw Triste.
Triste.
Yeah.
That's
But
the one I
she
saw.
did. I'll send you
You
the
haven't
trailer
seen-
to Dementia. She'd be
now, if you
awesome in
see that,
Dementia.
if you think what you did with her, that little scene was crazy, you
Yeah,
gonna be
I'm
really.
listening.
Dementia?
I can only imagine.
You're
That was
you're
like
by
on a whole
yourself.
different
You're the
level.
only actress.
Yeah,
You're by yourself.
yeah. You're the only one in the whole scene, except for when you call the cops and they come to the house and they like
It's the
"Ain't that going
remake.
on?"
It's and it's a short film.
Right.
That one is a short film, and it's a remake of that.
Okay, let's talk about this. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, that's a deep one. You have to definitely come
get
way
this funky.
deep in yourself and bring that out. But we get ready to wrap up the show, man. First of all, I want to thank you guys for coming in because y'all are some busy women.
Look, we tried to get this date.
Yeah, we had
like
to
3
reschedule.
times.
Somebody said wifey material.
We had to reschedule a few times, but you made it in here, and I appreciate you. And even this morning, you said you weren't feeling so well, but you still was like, I'm going to be here. So I really appreciate you for coming in.
Thank you.
I know your schedule is crazy, especially with Love and Hip Hop. You know, they can call you at any time. You know, hey, they could have came here. We wouldn't even care. But I just wanted you here because you're one of my favorite characters on the show.
Thank you.
You always have been. And to hear some of the stuff that you had going on that whole time, just to hear it from you, it's just amazing because you here today and you are strong. You got past all of that. You know, it's I have much respect for you.
That
on
was like, dang.
Yeah, it was a
like,
lot.
and that was like the first time you got on there. Everything just fell apart, like right off the rip.
Yes. Out the gate.
Wow.
Yeah.
Gotta love and hip hop. Boy, I tell you, they know how to set some people up.
And it was like, ready, set, go. And you just get thrown into a pit of lions.
Right.
And it's like, figure it out. Try to get out the pit.
And then getting attacked from both sides. You
Yeah.
got the relationship falling apart, the social media coming at you,
And then
blogs going crazy.
And then the guy that I'm thinking I'm with, his woman trying to fight me.
Right.
I was getting it from every angle. It was pretty terrible.
That's crazy, man. That is crazy. She just said it so casual. It was pretty terrible.
It was pretty terrible. Yeah.
Wow.
I cried so much I can't even cry about it anymore. Look, it happened. It's over. I pushed through.
Right.
And I'm actually better for it. I'm better for it because I went through it and I survived it. And it really is true. What doesn't kill you, makes you stronger.
Right.
Because now I will never put myself in another situation like that. Now I can teach my daughter, make good decisions, make good choices. When you get into relationships, this is what you do and what you shouldn't do. And these are the things that I wasn't taught growing up. And I think this is part of the reason why I made a lot of the mistakes that I made, because I never had that parental guidance when I was young. It was always, you know, going to a situation and it got messed up, and oh, oops, I bumped my head. You got to figure it out. Oh, that's not right. Okay, well, let me try something else. Oh, that's not right either. Oh, let me go back and try it again. I never had an adult or somebody that was in my corner to be like, drop jewels on me. I never had that. So I make sure that I drop jewels on my daughter.
Right.
Constantly.
Yeah, you have to.
Listen,
and she's an awesome mother.
Listen.
Awesome mother.
Before my daughter leaves the house, we talk about making good decisions. What are we going to do? We're going to make good decisions when we leave out this house. Because your actions have consequences.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I need to teach her this now. And that's just not, it's not just getting in trouble with me. It's at school.
Right.
If you do something crazy at school, those actions have consequences.
Right.
So, you know, I never knew that. Nobody ever tell me that. So I get a chance to teach and instill in her the things that wasn't taught and instilled in me. And I want her to be 10,000 times more awesome than I could ever imagine.
Right.
You know, and for her to be able to teach her children to be good and decent people.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
now, one of the things when we first talked on the phone about you coming on the show, that was something you said you want people to know about you that's different from being on the show. What was that? You remember?
Did I tell you?
Yep.
I did.
You said you want people to know that you're not that person on the show.
Yes. Okay. All right. Look. Okay. Right after this phone
Okay.
call.
Oh,
right
we got
after
a
the
phone call coming in.
Thank you. That was a good one.
You on with Wardell Richardson on WCEGWOOD? May I ask who's calling?
Hi, yes, this is Bernie Lawrence Watkins.
Oh, my Lord.
Hi, Bernie.
Hi, Bernie.
Hi.
Wait, is this the super? Is this the super attorney?
Yes.
This
Yes.
is Bernie Get You Paid.
I love her.
How are you?
I'm well. What's going on?
You.
She just mentioned mentioned you earlier.
I sure did. I
Oh,
told
really?
him. I
Okay.
told him how. I was telling the other producers how I met you years ago, and you have been representing me since '09, and basically pro bono, because I'm like the baby of the tribe that you have. And remember, we had this conversation that I was. You know, I remember that conversation that we had recently, and I asked you, why were you still representing me? Remember that conversation? And you shut me all the way up. Remember? Remember what you said? You know?
I know I said so many things.
Because you were like, Carla, because you was like, stop. You know, I believe in you, blah, 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 because I was just like, well, you know, it's just really been tough and I haven't gotten a deal yet. And you were like, Carla, if I didn't think you were talented, I wouldn't, you know. So you said all these things. So for that reason, you know, I really appreciate you in a lot of ways, you know, because you hung in there with me, you know, so.
Oh, definitely. I mean, you are extremely talented. And in this business, it's really about timing.
Right.
And your time will come. It will come. Yeah. And I've been patient with you because I believe in you. And if I didn't believe in you, I would not have hung around. But I think that you're extremely talented and you deserve to be with the best. And it's just a matter of time. And when it happens, it's going to be big. So I want to be right there with you, and I'm always going to be there to support you.
That's so awesome.
I'm about to cry, Bernie. You know I'm. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, it's you know, and obviously.
Please don't have a cry on my show.
Like you said, it is pro bono.
Bernie be let me tell you, she represent Grammy people.
Yeah.
Big.
21 Savage. Like, I'm not even on that level yet, but I'm just honored, you know, to still, I'm very much thankful.
Well, you're a hard worker.
Yeah.
You're a hard worker.
Because you know I struggle, Lord.
Yeah.
You know I struggle.
That's what it's about. You're a hard worker. And in this business, it really, you gotta have a passion for it that you're doing. You gotta have a love and a drive.
Right.
And a certain tenacity it comes along with it. And it's, like I said, timing is key. So the fact that things are slowly moving along, I'm sure you would agree with me, Carla, over these years, there's so much that you have learned. Yes. And that early on, you were not ready. Right. And you're fortunate that things didn't happen early, because if it did, then it wouldn't be the same as having the time that you've actually put into this point. Right. You've been able to perfect your craft, and I've seen over the years how much you've developed, and that's important. So I know that when that time comes, it's going to be big for you, and you're going to be able to get the type of check that you deserve, because the product that you produce will be one of quality that can stand next to any producer, director that presents a quality project to a network or to a film studio.
That's awesome.
Wow. That's deep. Thank you for calling in, Bernie.
Definitely.
Thank you. I really appreciate you.
Oh, I appreciate you too.
I love you.
Oh, just stop playing with the pigs, okay? These are pigs.
I forgot all about that. Thanks for breaking that up, Bernie.
I love them pigs.
Thanks for
I
breaking
want
that
one so bad. I want one.
I'm dying today.
Bye,
Thank you.
Bye.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
I'm looking on Instagram and you posting pictures of a baby pig, and I'm sitting there like, what are you doing? She just like, I want one. I was like, are you serious?
I really want one.
Tommy has a pig. She has a whole pig.
Yeah, she do have a pig.
She does have a pig.
Yeah,
I thought she was playing.
I saw that.
She got a whole pig. Is it spoiled? Yes, a whole pig.
I want one. I'm getting one.
And they like play with the pig.
Cost like $4,000.
I was like, yo,
one day,
for real got a pig.
But I want one.
Tommy got a pig.
They're so adorable.
Okay, so we almost time to wrap up the show.
I just want to catch it.
That question.
Before we go, there was one thing you said you wanted people to know about you that is different from the show.
Yes. So what I want people to know is that I have been labeled this angry black woman. And I'm always cursing and screaming and cussing people out. Like, for real, y'all, I am so happy. I am so the opposite of this angry black woman that's always yelling and screaming and cursing all the time. But let's keep it funky. If you push me there, if you push anyone there, you gonna get it. It could be the most timid, quiet, shy person. If you push them to that limit, something gonna come out. Right. So I was definitely pushed to my limit season 1. Yeah. And so yes, they got they got that angry black woman. They were like, yes, we like this. We like this angry. This is great. Right. We're gonna keep you there. So they found out what nerve and button to push. Right. And they tried to push every chance they got. So guess what? Damn near every scene, guess what I was doing? I was the angry black woman. But like in my real life, man, listen, I'm like this. Yeah. I want to have fun. I'm cooking and playing with Eva. That's it. I think that is a huge misconception that I'm this like Because a lot of people meet me, they're like, "Oh my God, you're so nice, you're so cool. I thought you were so mean."
Everybody I talked who knew you was coming on the show, everybody I talked to said she is the nicest person. Everybody said that, and I said, okay, you know. And then when I talked to you on the phone, you just so cool and calm and just sweet to talk to. So I definitely see what you're saying.
I'm busting out the angry black lady box.
Oh my God, people are still calling in. Yeah, this is Wardell. You on WCEG Wood, man. Ask who's calling.
Hello?
Hi, you on WCEG Wood, man. Ask who's calling.
Yes, this is Stephanie McClary, straight out of Pompano Beach, Florida.
Oh, hi, G, Stephanie.
Hello.
How are you?
Hi, BB.
How are you?
I'm doing great.
When
I'm
say
number
loyal,
one supporter, by the way.
Listen, well, she said Stephanie, but I know who this is.
Oh Lord,
Hi, Stephanie.
She a number one supporter, huh?
What? I don't care what
I love Mimi. I know her
do.
story and how she got into the business and everything. I'm just so proud of her.
Awesome.
And I just love her. I love her spirit.
Awesome.
And I just keep going, girl. Keep going.
Thank you. I appreciate your support. You have no idea. It's women and people like you that got me through the most terrible times that I had some really bad times, y'all, on this show. But I also had supporters like you and other people that were like, no, like I've been there before, or I can relate, or you know, this happened to me, or you give me strength, or you know, just whatever. So it's a double-edged sword. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you so much.
Wow, thank you for calling in, Stephanie.
Thank you, Stephanie.
No problem. I love you, Mimi. Keep your head up, and I cannot wait to see the new season of Love and Hip Hop.
Girl, March 25th. It's coming. It's on the way.
Now, I have a question for you. What is new with you, and what is going to be new in the future for you?
Personally?
Business-wise.
Okay. So I'm revamping Keep It Clean. I just did a horror film with Carla here. Carla's the director. It's called No Reason. It'll be coming out in July. Hopefully in July. Working on the funding now, but when I say I get to show my range in this, I'm not yelling and cursing. I'm like, it's a horror film, and I get to like kill somebody at the end. Like it's so
dope. Don't give it away now. Don't give it away.
I get to
don't give it away.
I'm gonna say that I'm excited, and listen, I'm gonna make sure my people down here in South Florida is watching, and we go and see this movie. Number one, I'm a horror fan. I love horror. That's all I watch is horror and suspense. So I'm excited.
Well, you need to check Carla Saunders out because she is the
queen of horror.
Black female horror film producer.
Independent.
Like she's so independent. So dope.
Independent. Oh my gosh.
For now, she independent.
Yeah,
for now.
Do me a favor,
We're working on distribution.
You can pin that or post that on your live.
Absolutely.
I'm going to make sure that I write it and I post it up, and I'm going to follow her too. If you can pin her on there.
Absolutely.
So I can follow her, and then we can keep this thing going and support each other.
Absolutely. Sure. Thank you so much.
All right, then. Thank you for calling in.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
It's like, oh, Lord.
All right.
You got a fan.
We're going to wrap up. No more calls for the night. If you didn't call in, I'm sorry. We about to wrap up the show. Mimi, how can people, if you had one thing you wanted to leave for people, a quote or anything, what would that be?
Sounds cliche, but do unto others as you would want them to do unto you. Swear on everything I love. You treat people how you want to be treated.
That's the golden rule.
It goes so far. It really does.
Yeah.
Right. Carla?
Never give up.
And you haven't.
High five.
That's it. Mimi, how can people reach you?
My social media, Mimi Faust is my Instagram. Official Mimi Faust is my Facebook. I am Mimi Faust is my Snapchat. What else? Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter. My Twitter, Mimi Faust. I try to keep it really simple. You know, you're like, what is your Twitter? They're like _ dash PQW. No, it's Mimi Faust.
I hate that, don't I?
It's
I talk
too
about that
much.
all the time.
Y'all keep it simple. Like we be trying to figure
I talk about that all the time.
Just
That's so
Mimi
funny.
Faust and my Facebook is official. Mimi Faust. So
Right. All right, Carla.
Instagram, Carla _ Saunders. SAUNDERS, not SAN.
spell it slower now, people.
Twitter, Carla Saunders, SAUNDERS. Facebook, Carla Saunders, SAUNDERS.
See how simple that
Keep it
is, people.
simple. First and last
First
names,
and last
y'all.
name. That people can find you easily.
Hey, that ain't always not such a good thing either.
Right.
But if you're looking for people to follow you and stuff like that, that's the best way to go. But I appreciate you guys for coming in.
Thank you.
Thank you. This was awesome. I get to learn more about you and learn more about Carla. So I appreciate you guys. And that's it for us today on WCEG Wood, the Hollywood of the South. We are signing out. God bless. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Ow.
Yeah. Let me do it. You wanna talk about it? We gon' talk about it. You wanna talk about it? The Hollywood of the South. We can talk about it. The Hollywood of the South. We can talk about it. The Hollywood of the South. We can talk about it. The Hollywood of the South. Hollywood. Let me do it. WCEG, Hollywood of the South.